What up, tribe? Things look a little different, don't they? They probably even sound different. That's because I'm experimenting as we speak. As you can see, I'm playing around with volumes and setup. For those of you that have been paying attention to anything I've been doing on the internet recently, I decided to revisit the podcast, the Change of Shift podcast, and trying to figure out how to blend the podcast into my YouTube channel and to be able to meet the needs of all of the tribe in multiple areas of the internet. And I really like doing the podcast. I love doing videos. So, hey, all the other cool people are doing it. Why don't I try videoing my podcasting? So, here I am experimenting with my very old DSLR camera. Hooked up the microphone I have to the camera. It's feeding through my computer. Whole bunch of tech geek stuff, but giving it a try to see if it's usable, if it's annoying, if it's cool, if anybody cares. So this is literally just a test run. I'm sitting here just going to ramble on for a couple minutes trying to figure out if the sound is too much, not enough. I feel like there's this horrible feedback going on. I'm going to put it out on YouTube, and then I'm going to ask for feedback from the tribe. I think it'll work. I think it just needs a little bit of tweaking, but the little bit of experimentation that I did so far, the sound is amazing compared to what you guys are used to with my point and shoot camera. Turn it on, sit down, and talk. So I'm kind of hopeful. I think this will work out, and then we can start putting all of this information into the podcast, and it'll hopefully only take a couple clicks of a button, and poof, it'll be there. And then everybody can digest this material however they choose. I would love for everybody to hang out on the YouTube channel, but you know, everybody has their thing. So some people still love the Facebook fan page. A lot of people like the Instagram. Trying to spread it out so that I don't isolate anyone from being able to consume the material that I put out there. Podcasting thing, really, it might fall through and just might be a complete dud. I do like the idea of having the microphone here. I'm not sure if I'll leave with the headphones on. It helps with me hearing the feedback, but it doesn't really do much for you other than you get to see the cool headphones. And these are super cheap and easy headphones that I had for when I did the podcast several years ago. I don't know how many of you are actually subscribed to the podcast, how much you care. It's just another convenient way for people to listen to what I got to say. And if you're listening to this or know me in any way, then you must find some value in what I have to say. Super quick experimentation. Still trying to figure out where to do the live videos. It's kind of split down the middle between YouTube and Facebook. Facebook seems to be a bit easier to do when it comes to communication, but it's not that YouTube can't do it either. Have a lot more subscribers on YouTube than we do on the Facebook fan page, so that might be a deciding factor. I've put out a poll here on YouTube as well as Facebook and on Instagram, trying to figure out where people want this stuff to show up. I've been parking all of the videos here on YouTube. That's probably not going to change. I'm a video guy, vlogger, always will be. But I do like the idea of trying to splice in the podcast. I'm open for suggestions if anybody has anything they think would be worthwhile. The other thing is that I'm not creating more work for myself. The post-editing process and all the stuff that goes into a traditional podcast, I ain't doing it, tribe. I'm just not doing it. Some limitations with YouTube is that, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, yeah, I have a bit of a colorful, we're going to go with colorful personality, and I can't really say what I feel here on YouTube because, well, the Google gods will strike you down. So I gotta mind my P's and Q's when I'm on YouTube. When I am just doing the podcast or Instagram, I can say whatever I want, however I feel. Facebook, I haven't been on enough to experiment with that, but I'm pretty sure that if I tried to monetize Facebook, that they'd probably batten down the hatches and put me on the chopping block if I tried it there as well. I want to start doing Hey Sean's through the podcast and continue to put it out on YouTube. From a YouTube perspective, I don't think it's going to change much at all, other than you're going to be watching me talk to the microphone versus, looking at you. I don't think y'all care. I can do this. That's easy. I think I'll put this out there, experiment with it, and then I might do an episode and put it out on the podcast and see how it goes. Everybody really is talking about the state of affairs out there on the internet today. Depending on when you actually catch this, we're knee deep in the scratching the surface of the coronavirus. And while I'm interested in sharing and educating, I'm also trying to find some balance, because it's all we hear, see, read, consume, and it literally is just consuming me. The emotional bank is being drained on a daily basis, and I'm not doing a very good job at making deposits into my emotional bank. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, you should Google the concept. I also did a video recently and left it on my Instagram highlights that have to do with your emotional bank. I have so much recorded content, I don't know if I actually put it on my YouTube channel or not yet, so more to follow on that. This ends the experiment in regards to the introductory podcasting video experimentation. And as always, make sure you check your own pulse first.